Hi, today I want to present to you a case for why the Bible should be read in schools. Now, I understand that this is a controversial topic, and I ask you to hear me out, not as someone trying to push a belief system, but as someone making a case for the Bible's historical, literary, philosophical, and moral significance in education. We teach Homer's Iliad, Plato's Republic, and Shakespeare's plays, all of which have shaped Western civilization. And yet, the Bible, the single most influential book in human history, is often neglected or even banned from serious academic study. That is not neutrality, that is intellectual dishonesty. So let me take you through 6 reasons why the Bible belongs in every school curriculum, not as a religious imposition, but as a necessary foundation for understanding history, morality, literature, philosophy, and the very nature of human existence. Reason 1. The Bible is the foundation of civilization. History is not just a collection of events, it is a story of ideas shaping societies. And whether one believes in God or not, our laws, ethics, and political systems are built on biblical principles. The idea that all humans have dignity and rights, that comes from Genesis 1:27, the declaration that all people are made in God's image. The Bible has been the framework of Western law and justice, inspired by the biblical 10 Commandments. The movement to abolish slavery, led by Christians like William Wilberforce, who fought for justice based on biblical convictions. To study history without the Bible is to miss the foundation of our legal, political, and social structures. Reason 2. The Bible provides a moral compass in education. Let's face it, we live in a world of moral confusion. Schools teach ethics, but on what foundation? Are right and wrong just personal opinions? If so, then who decides what is good and evil? The Bible does not impose morality, it reveals it. It provides an objective standard that has guided civilizations for millennia. Love your neighbor as yourself. Mark chapter 12, verse 31. A principle that transformed societies. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Matthew 7:12. The golden rule that shapes justice and fairness. Without an absolute moral standard, ethics become subjective, and when morality becomes subjective, we see the decay of truth, justice, and even human dignity. Reason 3. The Bible enhances critical thinking and cultural literacy. Students are taught to analyze Greek mythology, Norse legends, and Eastern philosophies, yet many remain completely ignorant of biblical narratives, even though they are the foundation of Western literature, art, and philosophy. Shakespeare alone references the Bible more than 1,300 times. Some of the greatest thinkers, Newton, Pascal, Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, C.S. Lewis, built their ideas around biblical principles. Even atheistic philosophers like Nietzsche and Sartre engaged deeply with the Bible because to reject it, they had to understand it first. How can students be truly educated if they are illiterate in the very book that has shaped the greatest minds in history? Reason 4. The Bible is a historical document of unparalleled influence. We teach students about ancient civilizations, Egypt, Mesopotamia, Rome, but we ignore the single most historically validated text from the ancient world, which is the Bible. How justified is this? The Bible contains accurate historical accounts confirmed by archaeology. Example, the Hittite civilization, once thought to be a myth, was confirmed through biblical references. It describes real places, real people, and real events that have been studied and verified. Jesus Christ is the most influential figure in history, yet many students graduate without ever reading his words. If the goal of education is truth, why exclude one of the most well-documented historical texts? Reason 5. The Bible promotes religious and philosophical understanding. We live in a diverse world, and education is supposed to prepare students to engage with different beliefs. How can we expect students to have meaningful discussions about faith, philosophy, and worldviews if they don't even understand Christianity, the largest religion in the world? We study Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, yet the Bible is ignored or dismissed. This is not education, it is bias. To foster true intellectual growth, students should engage with the Bible, analyze it, and understand how it has shaped civilization, just as they do with other ancient texts. Reason 6. The Bible answers life's ultimate questions. Whether we admit it or not, every human being eventually asks, where did we come from? Why are we here? What is good and evil? What happens after death? Secular education does not answer these questions. It may dismiss them, ignore them, or offer hollow theories, but it cannot escape them. The Bible does not just offer answers, it provides meaning. It invites exploration, discussion, and deep reflection. Even for those who do not believe in God, reading the Bible challenges the mind and enriches the soul. Now let's evaluate counter-arguments and the truth. The Bible violates the separation of church and state. False. The First Amendment prevents the government from enforcing religion, not from studying religious texts academically. Schools already teach other religious texts. Why single out the Bible? The Bible itself distinguishes between the role of the church and the role of the state. Morality can be taught without the Bible. Without an absolute foundation, morality is just subjective opinion. The Bible provides the standard of good and evil that civilizations are built on. Not all students are Christians. Studying the Bible is not about forcing belief. It's about ensuring students are historically and intellectually equipped to engage with the world. So in conclusion, we can say, the Bible is essential for complete education. We study Plato, Aristotle, Confucius, and Darwin, not because we agree with all their conclusions, but because they shaped the world. To ignore the Bible, the most influential book of all time, is not just anti-Christian, it is anti-intellectual. The Bible is not a religious imposition. It is a historical, moral, literary, and philosophical cornerstone of education. If we claim to value knowledge, wisdom, and truth, then we must allow the Bible its rightful place in schools. To exclude it is not neutrality, it is bias.